What's up, everybody? Sand. It's been the day at Bocagrande Beach, or La Playa de Bocagrande, with a couple of people I met yesterday. Their names are Erik and Stella. They kind of took me under their wing for today. Also, Merry Christmas, everybody. So, yeah, today is just going to be a day at the beach, just kind of chill, just because it's Christmas and I'm away from my family. But yeah, Erik and Stella will kind of be my proxy family for today. We might even get an interview with Stella. They're both American, but also have a very diverse background, so maybe we'll be able to hear what they have to say about their lives, or maybe the interview questions that I've been asking the people here. But today is just going to be a very chill day, as you can see. We're just going to chill at the beach. Yeah, we'll just see how that goes. So I'll see you soon. So it turned dark pretty quickly, as you can probably see here. So Erik, Stella, and I got a booth, and we just kind of spent the whole day here just talking in one of these that's closed up right now. But yeah, we'll probably get Stella's interview later in tonight, but right now we're gonna go get some dinner. A lot of tips they shared with me during our conversation, so hopefully at the end of the day I'll be able to review them. You see the police are here kicking everyone off the beach because the beach is closed. But right now we're just gonna get a taxi and then head towards dinner right now, so I'll see you guys there. That was so dark. Hola, ¿cuánto cuesta una arepa doble de queso?
4.
4. Gracias. Nice seeing you. Nice meeting you again. Alright, bye. I got back to my room, and basically after we left the beach, we went to a restaurant where they're staying. There were so many people there in that area when we got back into town, away from the beach. I think it's because today's Christmas. A lot of people are out walking on the streets celebrating with their families, but the street was packed. I don't think I've seen Cartagena like that since I landed here. So it was really neat to see all the families come out with children and parents together eating food on the side of the street with all the decorations. But we ended up actually seeing a sloth as well. Everyone was looking up at the trees, and it happened to be a sloth just kind of perched up there, minding its own business. Yeah, the whole day I was with Stella and Erik at La Playa Bocagrande. I planned on interviewing Stella today, but we ended up planning on meeting tomorrow, so we're going to be going on this big island hopping tour, and probably at some point then I'll interview her. Today I learned quite a bit about just kind of the ins and outs of Cartagena, how to get about. If anyone's in Cartagena, I guess the best way to get around other than Uber would be InDrive. It's like the local app here for cabs and taxis. You put your own price in, and drivers select whether or not they think that price is reasonable, and then select your ride. That's another way of getting around the city. Didn't even know that before, so thanks Stella and Erik for showing me that app. Nice meeting you, Stella and Erik. Thank you for walking me back, and also thank you for paying for my meal and everything. I really appreciate the nice things that you both have given me today. So looking forward to tomorrow, and see you then. Alright, bye guys. Alright, so this is a long awaited interview, so I'm filming it actually a day after I'd planned, so my clothes will be different, and also Stella's clothes are a little different. Another interview today. This is probably the 4th of the series. Okay, so I'm going to go through the gauntlet of questions, and then the first two are always the same as usual, and then the third's going to be
very personal to Stella, so let's see what your responses are.
Sounds good.
So I know you're not Colombian, but you do come to Colombia quite a bit, and I feel like you might have some advice for people who are coming to Colombia. So my first question to you is, for someone coming to Colombia, what is one piece of advice you'd give them?
The piece of advice that I would offer, if you're gonna take this wonderful opportunity, as you should, to visit Colombia, keep yourself open to the experiences, especially the food. That is a highlight of my time here. It's just amazing to learn how other people take the same ingredients that we use in our daily life and cooking, and they make something completely different, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. I think food is something that brings people together. It's an opportunity to sit around and talk. And look, we met sitting down and having dinner, right?
Yeah.
Eating food. So, and families, you sit around, you talk while you're sitting at the dining room table. So having the opportunity to come to a country like this, try different foods, understand how it may be opposing to your normal palate, but still be a really gratifying and really enjoyable experience.
Okay. Is there any dish in particular, or a couple dishes you want to name off for people?
I personally love arepas. I know you enjoy them.
Yeah.
You had one yesterday that was exceeding your expectations, right? So I personally love arepas. I know there's like a big controversy amongst Latin countries about who makes the best arepa. I think Colombians have it going. It's a fair contestant.
Yeah.
I have family from Puerto Rico. We have arepas too, our own version. It is different, but it's really, really good. So I make sure I get arepas when I'm here.
All right, so my second question is, so over your lifetime, what is one piece of advice you'd give someone?
Ooh, lifetime advice. I know we had a chance to talk a little bit when we first met, and what I would say is, again, keeping yourself open to new experiences. Traveling is something that I would highly recommend for anybody in any walk of life. It's important in broadening your horizons and allowing you an opportunity to see how other people do it. Life is life. That's one thing you'll learn in travel. There are so many shared and similar dynamics and experiences, but of course, slightly different. There's so many variations, but at the end of the day, we're all humans, and we're out here and we're trying to connect in different ways, and we're trying to learn and be better, I guess, citizens of the world. And one way to do that, and do it, I think, in a more conscious and deliberate manner, is to open yourself up to travel so that you can see how other people do it. Just because it's different doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't mean that it's better. It's just different. And knowing what some of these differences are, educating yourself, I think is extremely important. So if I could give a piece of life advice, it would be get out there. Get out there. Expose yourself to other people, to other cultures. It makes you a better world citizen.
So my last question is going to be very personal to, I guess, your life story and your personal story. So my question to you is, if you were to give advice to someone who's, I guess, in their early 20s or early teens, maybe even just adolescent adults or young adults, what's advice that you'd give them?
I would start off by saying it is 100% okay to not know everything all the time. I think in our youth, we assume that we do. I think that's kind of universal. That's why teenagers get a bad rap. But at the end of the day, I think part of it is just being more comfortable in your skin and understanding that for most of us, that doesn't even happen until we're about to leave this earth. Learning is a lifelong experience. So learning about yourself is the most important journey. So as you go into your formative years, as you stretch your wings and you get to experience and interact and engage in a more independent manner, just remember that at the end of the day, it's okay if you don't have all the answers. It's okay if you don't know everything. Be open to learning. Be open to being molded. If you walk into situations assuming that you know everything, you're less likely to absorb. And life is going to happen. You cannot plan everything. So the best thing you can do is prepare yourself for variations of outcomes and take it in stride. Be kind to yourself by giving yourself permission to learn.
Thank you so much, Stella, and thank you both, Eric and Stella, for, I guess I'm kind of there piggybacking off their trip a little bit, the tail end here.
No, we've enjoyed you immensely.
All right, that's good to hear, but I guess this is for tomorrow or yesterday's video, so all right, thank you, Stella, and then I guess we'll just continue with whatever I was doing that day. So see you guys.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. You're gonna see footage. Are you gonna see footage of the lights?
That's right. All right, so Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, and we're in the square right now that all the lights were in, so +2. All right, see ya.